Cuckqueans Erotica Bundle 12-pack, Books 1 through 12. Threesome Erotica BDSM Erotica Lesbian Erotica Collection. Written by Connie Cuckquean. Narrated by Kelly Morgan. Watching my husband with the girl next door. Cuckqueans 1. The new next-door neighbor is a little cutie. My husband and I have lived here for years, and during that time we've had several couples, singles, and families live next door. But never once have we had a 19-year-old fox. She was a petite brunette with curves in all the right places, and you could just tell she had a naughty side. My husband John noticed immediately, of course, but wasn't too fond of letting me know it. He'd tried to hide it, which just made it more obvious. But honestly, it didn't bother me too much. I mean, she was attractive. There was no denying it. It seemed only natural that John should like her. We've been together for about a decade now, and neither of us have ever strayed. It doesn't mean we don't sometimes fantasize about it, but the act of actually doing it has always been unthinkable. Until now. I can't quite explain where the notion came from, but as I looked down from the upstairs window and watched her flirt with John, I started to get the strangest of feelings. I could tell from his body language that he was trying to keep his distance, standing somewhere in the middle of the garden as Alexis leaned against the fence. She introduced herself only a couple of days ago, and even then I could see from her dilating pupils that John was having an effect on her. She must like older men, and I can't blame her. John was a catch, all right. She squeezed her shoulders together in that way we sometimes do when we want to show off our assets. It just served to make John less attentive. He turned away, looked off down the lawn as he spoke, trying in vain not to give in to the temptation. I bit my lip as I watched through the glass. There was something quite naughty about being a voyeur to it all. I was sure nothing would happen, but I found myself almost yearning for something juicy to occur that I could sink my teeth into. The thought crept up on me at first, but it very quickly started to blossom. I began to imagine her hopping the fence and jumping up on him. Her legs would wrap around him, and she'd kiss his lips, beginning to grind up and down against that impressive cock of his. I closed my eyes to make the fantasy more vivid, and before I knew it, I was touching myself at the thought of John, at the thought of her, at the idea of them both being together, enjoying each other. It was so hot and powerful that I couldn't keep it to myself. I just had to tell him.
You got off on the idea of me and...
Alexis.
You got off on the idea of me and Alexis fucking?
John asked later that day as we sat on the couch. I couldn't help it. I shrugged, laughing.
You know I'd never do it, don't you?
He said, hoping to comfort me. I know, I said, pursing my lips. But part of me wanted it. John stayed silent, looking almost confused. I know, I said. It sounds ridiculous.
Kind of.
He laughed.
You want me to cheat on you?
Not that, no. I couldn't put the notion into words. I want you to enjoy yourself. John put an arm around me.
I enjoy myself with you.
You'd enjoy her too, I said, and John looked offended. What? I'm not accusing you of anything, but come on, she's gorgeous. John dropped his defenses.
She's pretty, there's no denying that.
And she likes you.
She does not,
he scoffed. I became more animated, sitting up on the couch and looking in his eyes. She does. We can tell these things, honey. Trust me. John thought for a moment.
She does not,
he mumbled quietly, trying not to relish the idea. You could fuck her, I pressed. I wouldn't be mad.
How do you know?
I've been thinking about it, I said, giving him a kiss on the lips. I think I'd like it. John was frozen, and I put myself on him and grabbed his cock. I think she'd like this. He started.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?